How's it going, everyone?
Yo,
What's up, guys? How's
Yo,
everyone doing?
Yo,
there we go.
what's up, fellas? Blitz and Bricks.
Nothing much. How are y'all?
18.
what's going on?
Hey, fellas.
All right. All right. Well, howdy, fellas. It is episode 18 of Blitz and Bricks. Blitz and Bricks is the show where we talk to you about what's going on in sports. We got a few things to talk to you about today. Some NFL preseason stuff. Some, I think we got a couple things on the NBA I think we want to talk about. And, maybe we got a couple rants in there. Who knows? But we're going to kick it off with a little bit of debate because everybody loves a good debate. Hunter, take it away from here.
Sounds good. All right. Ashton, your debate topic is going to be something that you're going to debate on your own. Cam and Jake, I'm actually going to have you two debate in a versus in like a few minutes, but we're going to let Ashton go ahead and go first.
You're so cooked.
Ashton. All right, Ashton, your question is, who has failed each other more, Justin Herbert or the Chargers organization?
I mean, to be honest, bro, they're just failing each other at this point. Like, they're not developing Justin Herbert into a mature quarterback. Like, sure, he's good, but he's a bit overhyped in my opinion. Like, I don't think he's top 5. I don't think he's top 6. He could maybe be top 8. I don't know. I know he's a talented guy, but there's something missing. Like, it's not all put together there, and I feel like while it is kind of on him as well, that's a big part of the Chargers organization and them developing him as a quarterback. But on another hand, is what did he throw, four interceptions in his last playoff game, which it's just something you can't do whenever the lights are bright. So if I had to pick one, I'd probably say that the Chargers are failing Justin Herbert, because you could see it, like the pieces are all there. It's just there's something that's not clicking there, and year after year, there's just constant excuses being made. He doesn't have receivers, and then the next year it's the O line, and it's just over and over again. And we don't make those excuses for any other quarterback. It's realistically just Justin Herbert. That's the only person that excuses are being made for. You could see it in the Jags and Trevor Lawrence. He had a phenomenal season last year, and that was partially due to the head coaching change. They weren't having efficient play calling under Doug Peterson, and then Liam Cohen came in and completely turned the organization around and the team in general. I can't really understand why Justin Herbert is the guy that everyone is saying, like, yeah, like, we're going to make all these excuses for you because we know the player you are. And on top of that, he's regressed every year since his sophomore year. That's not something you want to see out of your quarterback. You want to see them getting better as the years go on. You don't want to see him slowly falling off. But all in all, it's just a Chargers organization problem.
Yeah, the Chargers, I mean, objectively, they're probably one of the more frustrating teams to be a fan of because they have pieces to put together good rosters. They can just never get it done in the playoffs. And I dare Justin Herbert to have a bad game because you're going to see that clip of him and Madison Beer just get posted everywhere online.
She's just playing.
Which, to be fair, he's married to Madison Beer, and we're not.
Are we gonna clown someone for hanging out with Matt?
We can't.
He did the opposite of Tom Brady, bro. Brady gave up his wife for a couple more Super Bowls. I don't think Justin Herbert's going to get any Super Bowls after that showing.
Do you think Justin Herbert would give up dating Madison Beer if it meant he got like 2 Super Bowls out of it?
Yeah, bro. It's just
Justin Herbert.
I don't think anyone would do that.
Not gonna take that offer.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, that is Madison Beer. Hey, Justin, if you're listening, take Madison Beer's last name. Trust me, your jersey sales will go through the roof.
Justin Beer.
It's all a pure. Your PR will do numbers.
Yeah, that'd be pretty huge. Imagine Beer winning the Super Bowl, bro. Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh man.
Well, I guess the only
too bad it's still Justin Herbert.
You don't think?
It's still Justin Herbert.
You don't think that going into his second year in Harbaugh's offense that he might have some something to show this year? Harbaugh was very excited. He said that he picked the Chargers for Herbert. That was his boy. He wanted him all along, and I mean,
this is Harbaugh's third year, and it's his first year with Mike McDaniel. And I don't know. I mean, Mike McDaniel as an OC is cool, but like, I don't know, bro. Every interview I see with this guy, I'm like, Dude, if I was a grown ass man, like who could push a 300-pound dude, like at my will, like this is not the guy. This is not the guy I want to be telling me what to do, bro.
He's
Like
just ripping a vape on the sideline.
I
he
don't
just
know.
kind of gives off like Rick Sanchez vibes, bro. Like I don't know. He's just kind of a weirdo.
What the hell? No, dude, I love Mike McDaniel. I think he's great. I think he's hilarious, bro.
No, I think he's a
Yeah,
good
but that
offensive
doesn't win
coordinator,
football
but
games.
like
Being funny doesn't
not
win
a great
football
head
games.
coach.
All right. But I don't think he's a weirdo. I think he's a chill guy. But he's also a good. He's a good team guy. Players love him. He's always been great in the locker room.
I don't think that's the case. I gotta be honest.
Yeah. No, I think he's better fit for an offensive coordinator.
Maybe
role
not
than-
Tua,
Yeah.
but everyone else.
Yeah.
Tua can't even see what's.
Yeah,
in
he
front of him
wasn't
half the
he
time.
wasn't a terrible head coach, but I mean, you could tell he's definitely better built as an
Yeah.
offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's like a supporting guy. He's not.
Wait, bro, all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say is like
Hey
when
man,
he was
this is a guy that got to start as a ball boy. All right,
Yeah.
who
Hey,
thought he was
somehow-
gonna go all the way?
Hey, Mike McDaniel,
That's
though,
cool, bro. Like,
Who thought he
under
could
Mike
go all the
McDaniel
way?
though, he did make Tua the league leader in passing yards, and that
That is true.
I can't deny that is really impressive. You know,
that is an impressive feat.
Yeah,
That
I
is
mean, being
really-
able to pull that off, like, definitely puts you in the upper echelon of
Was that the same
play
season that he
callers in the
threw up
league.
his? I think that might have been even the same season he was throwing up gang signs, or was it the year before?
Nah, he turned his life around. That was the next season.
Oh wow!
All right,
Incredible.
we got another question. Let's go ahead and get on to that one.
Let's do it.
All right, this one's going to be an NBA related question. So Cam, Jake, I'm going to have the two of you debate this one. Cam, you'll start this off.
You're so cooked.
Jimmy Butler's
Ooh.
2023 playoff run was one of the most impressive in recent memory.
Wow. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna make the smart decision here, and I'm gonna go ahead and submit, and I'm just gonna turn the floor over to Jake. Jake, go ahead and just have your fun with this one.
All
man.
right.
This is all you.
Go ahead, Jake.
This is
It's all you.
Yeah, man. So Jimmy Butler, right? Mr. Wake up at 3 a.m. to shoot 20% from the field. Can't hit a 3-pointer. I mean, dude, I can't even tell you. This is how bad, right? He got dog walked in the finals. Got gentlemen swept in the finals. Gets glazed for it. I don't know any good teams he beat that year. Like Jason Tatum, they almost lost a 3-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. They would have done it if Jason Tatum didn't sell his soul to Kobe Bryant and tear his Achilles that game. I mean, that is just ridiculous, bro. Like, how are we glazing a man for getting gentlemen swept in the finals and having should have blown a 3-0 series lead? That's just ridiculous. I don't get it. He can't shoot. He's a good defender, I guess. His antics are cool. He did this thing in that series. You know, that was pretty cool. Other than that, he beat run and dunk man Giannis in the first round. He can't shoot either. You know, he's just a 7-foot athletic specimen, not actually good at basketball.
But he did all this as an 8 seed.
Yeah, I don't really care. He's just not good. Like, first of all, how are you an 8 seed anyways? And you're a second option because obviously Bam's the GOAT. Bam puts up 83 in a game, you know? I mean, this whole time he was the second option in Miami. We just never knew it. But yeah, bro, if you have a team that good, like, why are you even fighting for an 8 seed anyways? Like, people always giving the excuse, oh, he's got to coast through the regular season. No, he's not coasting. He's just legitimately ass. Like, he's never putting up 25 points a game in a season. Like, he's not a real superstar by any means. Like, bro, an NFL coordinator the other day said, man, if I had to face Shador Sanders every week, I'd be sleeping like a baby. Like, first of all, bro, if I was sleeping under the rim of a Miami Heat game in 2023, I can't sleep because I know I'm in danger of getting hit by a basketball. That's the problem. Like, Jimmy Butler, I don't care how good you think he is. He is way worse. He is way worse than even the worst player that you think could win an NBA Finals.
All right, I don't even know what else to say after that.
Nothing,
Yeah,
dude. I have literally nothing.
he
Yeah.
just wins. He just wins the debate by pure passion.
Yeah, dude. I submit. I submit to all of that, bro. Yo, you win, bro. You win.
See, Jimmy's probably in bed right now. He's gonna wake up at 2 a.m. now.
In a cold sweat.
Wake up an extra hour earlier to go miss a whole lot more shots. Wow.
man.
I have
Well.
literally.
I mean, I don't get it. How do you wake up? How do you wake up that
Spectacular
early?
slander, Jake.
How do you wake up that early every morning to work on your jump shot and it still fucking sucks? It doesn't make any sense. Like it sucked for like it's been like 10 years in a row. He just can't figure it out. Like bro, like might as well just stay in and go party or something, you know? If it's not gonna work, like at least go have some fun.
Yeah, go hang out at the club with Honey Bun, bro.
I mean, apparently he was piling up RICO charges back in Houston, so you know that actually does sound kind of fun.
All right. So, do we want a question for the
It's
entire group?
all alleged though.
Oh, it's all alleged? Yeah, all alleged. Do we want a question for the entire group?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
Let's do it.
This is the most serious question that I'm ever going to ask you guys.
All right.
Could 2021 Trayvon Diggs intercept the Zimmerman telegram?
Dude. I mean, 11 interceptions that season? Well, no.
I mean, you're
man.
taking a real gamble here, bro. Like honestly, like
Yeah.
how's the defensive front looking? Because if there's
They're showing
no
blitz.
pass rush, then there's not a chance. There's not a chance that he's intercepting that. I'm sorry.
Could 2023 Jimmy Butler hit water if he fell out of a boat?
No, he wouldn't.
Nah, I mean Trayvon Diggs, you know, 2021. This is the year. I'm assuming this is the year where he started off seven games in a row with a pick, something like
Yeah,
that, or he
this
had like
is the one.
7 in 6 games.
Yeah, I think he picked off Hurts twice in the first matchup that season.
Yeah, he had 11
Naturally.
interceptions.
If you want to find out about Trayvon Diggs' 2021 season, that game against the Patriots where he got that pick 6, and then the very next play, I think he got
lit up a
got
75
Oh my
yard
gosh, it was like a 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
this is
was
all
like
with like
Kendrick
this is all
Bourne-
with the
Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah,
the
it
next
was
play.
Kendrick Bourne, bro.
Literally, yeah, like just someone who is just embarrassing, bro. I think he let up like 150 yards total in that game, but he had
Yeah,
a
this
pick
is all with, like,
six.
this is all with like 2 minutes left in the game too. Like
See-
you need to stop and you need to hold him, and he does both. Or I guess no, he does one, but then fucks up the other. I don't know. I mean, I guess like, dude, like if you get a pass rush there though, like you get there in sub 2 seconds, like he's not just intercepting it, bro. He's bringing it back. He's bringing it back to the crib.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I say he intercepts the Zimmerman telegram after he lets so many other messages get through.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Mexico is probably going to be alerted about a lot of things. He's gonna get there at some point, you know.
I think you're
he'll-
taking a pretty
100%.
big gamble.
Yeah,
I think you're taking a pretty big gamble here.
you have to think about how many times you've seen Trayvon Diggs run away from a ball carrier before, man. I mean,
Oh my
It's,
gosh, that's a completely separate issue. We're not going to get into that.
it's kind of scary, dude. But 2021, it's possible.
I think he just worked out with the
Anything
Lions
after that.
too. He just did a tryout with the Lions. I
Yeah,
saw
he
that.
did just have a tryout with the Lions, and he's been pleading for the Commanders to sign him after they've signed his brother, Stephon Diggs.
Commanders, please sign Trayvon Diggs.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
Commanders, please.
Please sign.
Please, he is a valuable asset coming from a Cowboys fan. You will love having Trayvon Diggs on your team.
Dude,
Bro,
fuck
if
it.
the Commanders
Let
sign
Philly
if the
sign
Commanders
him for someone that
sign both-
matters, bro.
Philly that has no need for him, dude.
Exactly.
They're good.
Just-
Yeah, they don't have any need for him.
Hey, Quinyon Mitchell, we're good. Trayvon
There's-
Diggs is here.
The Commanders have no need for him either. They're already ass enough, bro.
All I'm saying is if the Commanders end up with both Diggs brothers, like every chef within the state of Baltimore or within the state of Maryland, like needs to be on high alert, bro. Like I'm worried for those guys, but other than that, it wouldn't lead to good football results. But
Yeah, well. All right, so I think we've determined that he can do it, but he's definitely going to let some other messages get through.
Yeah, I agree. I
All
think it's a gamble, but it's a gamble we're willing to take because 2021 was special.
Absolutely. All right, and that's all the debate questions that I've got, gentlemen.
All right.
All right, cool. Do we want to go ahead and get into some trivia?
Let's do it. Let's trivia it up.
All right, yeah, let's get into some trivia. All right, give me just 1 second. There we go. All right, episode 18 edition of the Blitz and Bricks trivia. Again, we're going to do the same style that we did last week. There's not going to be any assigned questions. Everybody can just speak up if they think they know the answer, and then we'll just go until somebody gets it. Who is the only team to draft 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in the same draft?
Would that be the Chargers?
Not the Chargers.
No, that wouldn't be. Those were separate drafts.
Okay, call me crazy. Call me crazy. I don't know if this is like a good question or not, but is this actually like an NFL team?
I can't answer that.
All right. Well, kind of answers the question, admittedly, though.
It does. It does. I mean, there's no way I can answer that question without giving it away.
Dang, man. 2 quarterbacks. I mean, this definitely has to be an MLB team, right? Like, there's no other way quarterbacks are getting drafted to another league.
Yeah, I think. What is this? Is this? Fuck, who am I?
Bro, it's probably the Dodgers. They end up with all the good players, anyways.
Yeah, right.
No, not the
Hey, no,
Dodgers. Not
the
the
Dodgers-
Dodgers.
did the
But I
Dodgers
will
lose
give you
last
this.
night?
It is.
It is a.
I
it's an
don't
MLB
know. I don't
team?
watch baseball.
Is
I mean,
it?
I
Yeah,
think
it is an
Tom
MLB
Brady-
team. I will
Okay.
tell you that.
I am checking.
Okay, Tom Brady was drafted to the Expos. Could it be them? I don't know if they took any other.
No, not the
Oh,
Expos.
dude, the Dodgers came back and won. They are now 2-6 since the Scooball trade. All right, so they won their second game since. Sorry, I just wanted to see. It's so off topic. We'll talk about that later.
Fair enough.
We'll talk about that later. Fuck, dude, an MLB team. I'm gonna throw the Rockies out there.
No.
No, not the Rockies. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Milton
Was it-
says, "Yo, guys." Hello, Milton.
Hello, Milton, and hello, Geis as well. I didn't even notice.
I
Geis
sent
is
Hunter
here.
this question, so I'm not answering it.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was the Rockies that I don't know why I keep thinking of the Rockies. Didn't the Rockies draft
Dude,
Russell
I
Wilson?
mean, I don't want to play the route and name like every MLB team, but would that just be cheating or? I mean, I guess.
Okay, all right.
Kyler Murray
Yeah,
got
like,
drafted,
like,
right?
Yankees-
I mean, he's not
Yankees,
a Hall
He's
of
not a
Famer.
Hall of
He's not a Hall of
Famer, dude.
Famer.
I mean,
He's not a Hall of Famer.
I
I'm just
don't
trying
want
to
this
cycle
question. I
through
don't want this
every-
question to go on for too long, but all right, I'll like give you a hint. It's a team that currently plays in the AL, and they also have an NFL team in that city.
Oh, dude, I don't watch baseball either.
The Orioles.
It's gonna take me.
The Orioles? No, it's not the Orioles.
The Rays.
I'm gonna have to think through every single team in the
Yankees.
MLB right now.
Not the
bro.
Rays. Not the Yankees.
Tigers.
Not the Tigers.
The Astros.
Not the Astros.
The Angels.
I'm just gonna let
Not
Jake,
the
I'm
Angels.
just gonna let Jake cycle them all off until we get there, bro.
He's just gonna list all of them.
Yeah, dude, let's just go this way.
Rangers? No.
Mariners.
Mariners. Honestly, I feel like we should just call it and just say who it is now, so we don't have to go through all
Are
teams.
we gonna?
Are we
name
cool with
every
just
team?
doing that?
Yeah,
The-
we're
the
gonna name
Guardians.
every
Yeah,
team.
it's
either.
it's
The
the, it's
Royals.
the Kansas City Royals.
The Royals. Wow.
Yeah, in the 1979 MLB draft, they drafted Dan Marino and John Elway. Dan Marino was their 4th round pick. Elway was their 18th round pick. Both were drafted straight out of high school, but ultimately went on to go play college football and then
I'm-
became Hall of Fame quarterbacks
I'm
after that.
Glad that they chose the right thing.
I don't
Yeah.
really care. I never
This was
watched
such
the
a
guys.
ridiculous question that I just was
Dude,
like, yeah, we're
that
not going to
was
spend all
just-
day on this.
That was just not gonna work for me. Yeah, I don't watch.
That
enough
was not gonna
baseball.
work,
I don't
yeah.
watch enough baseball. I was trying to think
Good
of
trick
the-
question, though.
You're
but-
wearing a
was good.
baseball hat, bro.
I am. I am wearing a baseball hat right now.
Yeah, you
Hey,
got the
man,
logo
it's all for
from
style,
Rangers.
though. He's a LARPer.
Yeah, I'm larping.
All right.
A Rangers fan.
This one, I really want to see what you guys think. All right, Steelers legend James Harrison was once quoted as saying, "If that man was on fire and I had to piss to put him out, I wouldn't do it. I hate him and will never respect him." Who is he talking about? NFL
Hey.
Commissioner Roger Goodell, head coach Mike Tomlin, President Barack Obama, or Chad Ochocinco Johnson?
I feel like
I
it's
mean, the
just.
fact-
Hey,
The fact that Obama is
Roger
here is
Goodell.
like makes me like someone believe it's him, but I think it's got to be. There's no way it's not Goodell.
I think I've heard this about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go with Goodell.
It is Roger Goodell. Ashton got it because I heard him say A immediately.
Dude.
Yeah, it's Roger Goodell.
Just the fact that
quote stems
Obama
from
was on it,
Harrison.
you really threw a good curveball in there. Because I'm pretty sure there's.
Yeah,
Probably
he
That'd
did. He
be a
did make a
great-
quote about that would have been really funny. Like he did say something about Obama, but it wasn't really that bad. It was just that whenever the Steelers won the Super Bowl, he didn't show up because he was like, man, if we had won it, he would have just invited the Cardinals, or if we had lost, he would have just invited the Cardinals anyway. What's the point?
Who cares?
But
bro?
yeah, this quote stems from
I guess
Harrison's.
Why is it that deep? Why is it
I guess
This guy
Oh,
hates
yeah.
everything.
I don't
bro.
know. It's so goofy because I'm like, dude, they invite every team that wins the Super Bowl.
That's
What
what
are
they
you on
do.
about?
That is literally what happens when you win the Super Bowl. You go and meet the president, you shake his hand. It's a thing. It's been a thing for a
Yeah.
very long time. Like, who cares if you lost and they invite the other team? Big fucking deal, bro. You lost the game. That's what happens.
Yeah, this quote. Stemmed from Harrison's frustration over fines that were levied against him. This was after the 2010 season, where he was fined an estimated $120,000 alone,
Jeez.
which is a lot of money. He in the same interview, he actually said that if the Steelers won the Super Bowl because they lost to the Packers this season, he said he would have asked Roger Goodell, "Why don't you quit and do something else like start your own flag football league?" So rest assured, he did not like this man. And yeah, if he was on fire, he would not piss to put him out.
I believe that Goodell's contract is coming to an end right now, and he's up for an extension with the league. But I believe that goes to a vote between all of the league execs.
Let's get Tom Brady in there.
Dude, that
Yeah,
would
get
be,
Tom Brady.
That would be
I'm
really
not-
cool,
I'm
bro.
tired of seeing Tom Brady, bro. He just looks creepy. Like, I get it, but let's get someone else in there.
Tom,
Like that one picture from
Brady.
last week.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
no,
that's
I don't-
all you're thinking about right now.
I don't need to. I don't need to see that. I can
Creepy
tell
ass
you.
smile. Yeah. All right, let's move on to
I
the
think it's
next
the
question.
eyes.
What position did Antonio Gates play in college?
Power forward.
Damn
Center.
it.
He beat me to it.
Yeah, it was a power forward.
I'm just gonna
Antonio
sit this
Gates, I
entire
was-
day
all right.
out, bro. Fucking Jake and Ashton have answered everything.
Man,
the
I
second we
was hoping
finished.
that this would be a good trick question, but this is like very
Dude.
common ball to be fair. But yeah, Antonio Gates, he never played college football, but as a senior at Kent State, he led them to the Elite Eight while averaging 20.6 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 4.1 assists. So honestly, he was a dog in college, and
he didn't play football until his
he-
senior year at college.
no, he didn't play football at all in college, but when he was
Wow.
a senior at Kent State, he led Kent State to the Elite Eight in March Madness. And he was doing it while putting up these numbers, but ultimately he most likely wasn't going to he didn't get drafted in the NFL. He was undrafted, but he also he had a better chance of actually making the NFL than the NBA because the NBA, I think they just didn't like his frame. So he just ended up practicing with NFL teams and he eventually landed on the Chargers. But initially, he actually would have played college football at Michigan State, where he was initially enrolled. But head coach at the time, Nick Saban, wanted him to only focus on football, and he didn't want to do that.
Damn.
So what could have been for Michigan State?
From a 2026 perspective, that entire last bit that you read sounds so weird.
It does. It does.
Yeah, dude. After the wonderful career that Antonio Gates has had in the NFL, and then Nick Saban not being
This
coach
Nick
of
Saban guy
Alabama
seems
at the
like he
time.
knows quite a bit.
Yeah, right. Maybe he knows something about football.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe he does. Who knows? All right, next question. Which quarterback has thrown the most passing yards over the past decade?
Probably Dak Prescott in the last decade.
Kirk Cousins.
Nope.
I'm gonna go with Jared
Not
Goff.
Kirk.
Is it an
Damn it.
active? All right. Well,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Jared
it's
Goff.
Jared Goff.
All right,
Isn't Kirk
Damn it,
second?
Jake, come on. You got to at least give everybody else time to guess, bro.
Is
but yeah, he's
Kirk
thrown-
Cousins second on that list or third?
I did see.
I
Kirk
forgot.
Cousins I'm pretty sure Kirk Cousins is very high on that. I mean, you got to think about all that time he spent with.
I
Justin
think
Jefferson.
I think Kirk is very high on this. It's just I was only focused on the person at the top. I kind of forgot.
Right,
Who
Well,
was
I guess
up there.
Kirk has also missed pretty much a full season. Then he got
Yeah.
benched because he was
He
kind of
got-
ass.
That was what 2 weeks in that he got benched for the Falcons for Michael Penis.
Something like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Jared Goff, he's thrown 39,622 yards since 2016. He averages about 262 yards per game. Across his time, he started 151 games. He's 90-60-1 as a starter. So honestly, good for him, man.
It's incredible to think how close Dak Prescott is to that number, having missed so many long periods of time.
I
in
know.
Seasons. It's just
Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins as
what is
37,059.
Dak's at 36, right?
Let me see. Dak
I'm
Prescott.
pretty sure he should be
Dak
around 36,000.
Prescott, yeah, Dak Prescott should be close, but Does anybody know
He
which
also
quarterback
missed a
has
lot of
thrown the
time to
most
injury, though.
interceptions over the past decade? Yeah, that's also true. I feel like they're
Oh.
still focused on like the yardage.
Dude, this has to be a
Oh.
guy who starts a lot of games. Like Jameis, like maybe up there because of that
Yeah,
one.
but he's
I
also
mean, I'm
Jameis
gonna-
is
Jameis
up
missed a
there, but
lot
it's
of-
not
Jameis
him.
has missed a lot of play over the last 3
I'm gonna
years.
say sleeper guess. I feel like Baker Mayfield is really high on the list.
I kinda
Baker
like-
Mayfield actually is second. I know this one,
Oh,
but he's
shit.
not. This guy has one more interception.
Josh Allen.
Not Josh Allen.
No, he hasn't played. If it was since 2018,
past
probably,
decade. Dude, I'm
but
trying.
past decade.
If it was fumbles, I would kind of want to say Jared Goff here. I feel like he fumbles the football a whole lot more than he throws interceptions, but I'm gonna have to say it's Jared Goff in general, just because the last 10 years, this guy just turns the ball over. Like
right?
Jared Goff might be throwing a lot of fucking yards, but I'm gonna have to go with Jared Goff, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm thinking this guy
Great
turns
guess,
the ball
Cam. Great
over
guess,
too many
Cam.
fucking times. Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
talking about,
there we
Cam. You
go.
got one.
Finally.
Yeah, he's thrown
Finally, these guys
102
don't answer
interceptions since
immediately.
2016.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah,
this one-
so
I'm thinking of his fumbles so
Not-
much because I mean I feel like that guy, you just get pressure on him and he's gonna drop the football, but that's gonna be the same thing if he throws the football.
He
A little
gets up
pressure
there,
on him, it's gonna
strong
turn it around.
guitar. And
He threw 5 interceptions in a game last season.
4th of July.
Or was that the season before? I don't remember. He threw 5 interceptions in a game and they
Was
still
it
won.
five?
That's pretty crazy.
Was it 5
yeah,
interceptions
that
or
was
was it
against
2
that-
that was
interceptions
against,
and
that
3
was against the
fumbles?
Texans.
Was it 5
Yeah,
interceptions
that was
and 3
against the
or
Texans.
2 interceptions, 3 fumbles? I'm pretty sure it was 5 total turnovers.
Nah, he
not
just
5
threw 5
interceptions.
picks.
He threw 5
Like, all
picks.
in, like the
Dude,
first
that's crazy.
like,
to
3
throw
quarters.
Oh no, I remember like in like first quarter he threw 3, right? Just to start the game off, he just kept turning the ball over.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
He played like shit, but
Man,
they
dude.
won. I don't know.
Yeah.
Remember when the Lions got really mad at the
Yeah,
Cowboys?
since
for winning
2016,
that
he's
game
thrown
off a
102
penalty, and then they just
interceptions.
beat us 49-9 the next year. That was pretty rough.
Oh yeah, I mean that was a beatdown, man.
Was that the Zimmer defense year?
Look at Dan Campbell, man. So inspirational.
That's the past, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's the
I hope-
past.
I hope this season's a lot better.
I mean, yeah, but the past is where Cowboys fans have their best memories.
That's true. That is very.
That's true. But yeah,
I've lived.
Jared
through it
Goff
all.
102 interceptions. Yeah.
That's just a number. Wow, I like that.
All right,
Back-to-back Jared
let's
Goff
go ahead and move on to
questions.
the next question. Back-to-back Jared Goff questions.
Jared Goff.
Which quarterback? No. Which quarterback has thrown the most touchdowns over the past decade?
Cousins.
This one's. It's either gonna be.
Oh, Rodgers.
Fucking yeah, I'm gonna want to say Rodgers or Mahomes here, because Mahomes had that 50 touchdown season. What just was it 2020, 2021? I'm gonna have to go with Mahomes.
Yeah, he did. All right, you're going with Mahomes. Jake, what'd you say?
I said Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. All right, Ashton, do you have any idea?
Based
I
on
will-
the way
I will
that
tell you
responded,
this.
it's one of the two.
It is one of the two, but I
Yeah,
want to
it's
see
one
if
of
you
the
get
two.
this right.
Let's
We'll see if we get a majority right, or if like the majority get it wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so tough.
I'm gonna
between the
go.
two,
I'm
though,
gonna go
now
with
that I think
A-Rod
about
here.
it,
I'm gonna
bro.
go with Jake. I'm going with A-Rod.
All right,
I'm
the
honestly
majority have got it right. It's
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
I was gonna say I think they're right. dude. That's
270
just too close.
touchdowns.
Where is Pat on this list? Because that's crazy to have a 50 touchdown
yeah,
season.
he-
You're not first.
Yeah, he's close. He's close, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron
Rodgers has
has-
270 touchdowns since 2016.
A-Rod has
Four-time
like what? He had like
MVP.
2 seasons where he got like 45 plus. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're
Yeah.
right.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Puka
I'm just
Nakua is
thinking.
fine.
I'm thinking
Averages,
about.
like-
I'm thinking about that missed year with the Jets, and then coming back after, and they're just kind of mid. I mean, I guess they're still. He's still scoring.
Yeah, he averages just under 2 touchdowns a game.
Bro, what
Started
was-
138 games, so he's basically throwing 2 touchdowns.
What was
per-
he
per
seeing in
start,
this?
essentially.
What was he seeing in this picture, man?
His
It's
imaginary
not, dude.
wife that doesn't exist.
Dude, that's Perk Rogers right there.
That is. Now,
Wow.
are you guys ready for another Aaron Rodgers question?
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
True or false? Aaron Rodgers lost more games as the Jets starting quarterback than games he's lost to the Chicago Bears his entire career.
I have to say this is true. He owns
Yeah, I
the
feel,
Bears.
I feel like this is actually very believably
I
true.
s-
Yeah,
I
'cause,
still
like,
own you
during his
is,
career,
the
like-
hardest shit ever, bro. I
Probably
still
like,
own
I feel like
you.
it's not
It
even.
Who was
I feel
he
like it's
going
not
up
even
against? Like
It is
Jay
so
Cutler,
true.
Jay
Mitch
Cutler, pretty
Trubisky.
much.
I like this isn't even that close.
It is true. It is true. Yeah.
dude, I don't think this
Rodgers
game-
lost 12 games as a starting quarterback for the Jets.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
25-5 against the
That's
Bears,
just-
including the playoffs. For context, without the playoffs, he's 24-5.
Oh no.
But I mean, he also hasn't played the Bears since leaving Green Bay. But still,
Yeah,
I mean, he
he's
owns that
played against-
franchise.
He's played against Green Bay since leaving Green Bay, and it did not work out in his favor.
That is true.
Shout out Tucker Kraft.
Shout out Tucker Kraft. All right, next question.
Dude, if Kyle Pitts
Oh,
didn't
this is
exist,
the last
Tucker
question
Kraft
that we
would
got
probably
today.
be the first easy tight end pick this year.
Trey
Too bad Kyle
McBride
Pitts
and,
Nah.
exists.
and Brock Bowers don't exist.
Nah, bro. You're gonna see a year, but Kyle Pitts also
Oh.
exists. So he's the only team in the NFL that has
Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the only team that in the NFL that hasn't won their division in the 21st
The
century.
Browns actually that seems really easy now.
or the Jets.
The Jets made an AFC
I
championship with
guess
Mark
you're right.
Sanchez.
Yeah, you're right. That isn't.
Yeah, but they were wild card teams.
They did win that division though. I remember.
The Browns are the
In
Browns.
09, 08?
The Jets
Some-
are-
sometime in there. The Jets.
No,
have won
both those seasons, the Jets were wild card teams.
There's just no way the Browns did it. There's just no shot. Like there's no
that.
way
Wait,
they
no,
ever-
the Jets haven't. The Jets.
I mean,
All right,
wait,
so it
I
seems
don't
like
know.
it seems
Wait,
like we're
hold on.
stuck on the Jets and the Browns.
This
And I
is
will
just-
say this: this is similar. This is similar to Rodgers and Mahomes. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
okay,
there's
let's
just
actually think about this.
Fucking
here.
Let's-
both
yeah.
teams are poverty,
So-
but
the
wait.
Baltimore Ravens, they won the Super Bowl, and
I mean, in the early 2000s, the
Yeah.
Browns may have snuck in a division title. In the early 2000s, was like when the Patriots started to get going. I don't know when they won their first Super Bowl. Honestly,
The Browns didn't win. The Browns didn't win the division when they won. What was it? 10 plus games that season with when they had like 5+ starting QBs. Flacco takes them to into the playoffs, ends up losing.
nah, that was the
Um,
year. That was
Was the
that was the
Baltimore?
Bengals. That was either the
It
Bengals
was
or
Baltimore or the Bengals that won it that year. I just can't.
it's got to be the Browns. It's got to be.
This is
Like,
just
there's just no
dude, I
way.
don't know. This is just like the other question, bro. This is really 50-50 here. I don't have a clear answer. It's one of the two. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hold on.
I'm
because-
willing to say it's the Browns because like the Browns, I feel like always pick early in the draft, and the Jets, like there's been some years where they haven't picked like super early.
All right.
I'm assuming if one of the
So-
two
That
has it, it was
division-
either
Yeah.
very early in our lives or before we were born, or before some of us were born. Sorry, Cam.
Wow. All right. 21st
All right.
century, bro. 21st century. That's all we're
Since
going on.
2000. All right,
That's since
so
2000, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Do
the
we have-
Browns.
do
I'm
we
gonna
have a
lock it
vote?
I don't have
All right,
I'm gonna
confidence
lock it
Ashton
in.
has
Browns.
Browns.
I'll
I'm
take
going
the Jets.
Browns.
I'll be the odd man out. I'll take the Jets.
I'm taking the
Cam,
Browns.
Cam, you are 0 for 2 on these.
All
It's
right.
the Cleveland Browns. Their last
knew-
division
I
title
knew-
was in
I knew.
1989.
That's the jersey I was talking about
Mm.
fucking weeks ago when we were talking about the jersey that has every starting QB's name on it. Yes, dude, this is the one, bro.
Yeah.
This is the one. I love that. We need to get.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
what-
I mean,
what
just
do you
just
think-
to show how poverty the Browns have been. So yeah, their last division title was in 1989. That was also the last time they ever played in an AFC Championship game.
Oh,
And
dude.
for- the Houston Oilers were in that division, and they have a more recent division title than the Cleveland Browns.
Dude, it's been
Bro,
so
yeah.
long.
Yeah, I saw that graphic the other day. The Titans have won in like 3 divisions, I think, or 4 maybe even 4. They've won the
Holy
division.
Shit, bro.
Okay, do we think Josh Allen gets a Super Bowl first, or the Browns win a division title?
Neither's gonna happen, bro.
Bro, the Browns have 3. The Browns have 3 years before we can.
The
say
Jets won in
4 years
2002.
They won their division.
Dude,
Yeah,
that-
2002,
won
'cause
the
you also gotta
AFC
think,
East in
The
2002.
Patriots won in 2001,
1989,
but they didn't
bro.
make the playoffs the next year.
1989.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking long time ago. The Oilers were out of their last
You
season.
would
was
just-
1996, dude.
Yeah.
None of us were alive.
Back in 1989, Cam finally was old
Yeah.
enough to drink.
Yeah, dude. I was fucking drinking and driving in 1989, bro. Classic
All right.
captivity. And we're just gonna end trivia right
Wouldn't
now.
say that on air.
All right.
Wouldn't say that on air, but I mean, hey, that's all the trivia that we've got today. But
Innocent until
hey,
proven
man,
guilty.
I mean, We had like
Admission
a
of
few
guilt.
good discussions there. Admission of guilt.
Dude,
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly. There's no proof. I just said that.
Hey guys, Puka Nacua also came back. He's okay. Just some minor soreness. in his
Okay.
groin, so-
Yeah, I heard he was just getting
Yeah,
clamped by
that's what
Savon
we
Ravel
didn't think it
too
was anything
hard,
too serious.
so I was hearing that he was getting clamped by Savon Ravel, and they had to pull him out just so that he wasn't.
Also, after seeing the Vegas projections for Puka Nacua this year, I think I am actually gonna switch from last week. I'm gonna take Puka over Bijan.
All right.
What are
I'm
the
gonna-
Vegas projections?
Yeah, what are we?
I saw
what are
he's
we
projected-
saying?
he
We
was
were treating
projected at,
Cam so harshly for his take, and now you're backtracking.
Thank you.
Oh
thank
yeah,
you,
that's what
thank
a man does when he knows he's wrong. I'm willing to come back and admit that I was wrong.
All right.
and-
Thank you. I would have done
I
the
saw
same for
he was
you, as I
projected
did at
for,
the
like-
end. I did agree with Bijan in the end, but
Yeah, like
I'm glad we're
107
coming back to
catches
this.
for like almost 1,400 yards. Like, I need that.
That seems.
All right. Now I know
that
if I
kinda
ever have
feels
the
low.
102, I'm taking Puka.
Yeah, they're like pretty conservative with their projections, just because
I think he's going to top
like
them. What are the
accounting
Bijan?
the injuries and stuff like that.
What do they
But
project Bijan to do? I mean, I could see a 2,000 scrimmage.
I mean, he's like Bijan's like he's projected like 1,250 rushing yards, but like 500 receiving yards on top of that. That's what him and Gibbs are at. So there's a reason those guys are getting taken super high.
Mm.
I still
Well-
think Bijan's safer than Puka.
I mean, I made my point last week. Jake, you won your league with Puka. The guy who had Bijan didn't.
Yeah, my team name
That's
isn't
last
Nakua.
year, buddy.
It's not Nakua Matata for no reason, man.
And he also had Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
that's true
now-
too.
I do want to say this because we are talking about fantasy football. I have a fantasy football start bench cut.
Yes, I did want.
Do we want to get into that?
I did want to bring that up. That was the next words coming out of my mouth. We need to keep fantasy going. It is time for fantasy football, fellas. So we're gonna start working in a little bit more talk. We can't really get into things directly yet because the season hasn't started, but we're gonna kind of tell you, names that you should keep your eyes on as your pick approaches in your selective drafts. So let's go ahead. What do you have for us today, Hunter?
All right, so these are all going to be running backs. We're going to decide out of all these guys if we had for fantasy who we would start, who we would bench, who we would cut. Pretty standard. So the players are going to be Ashton Genty, James Cook, Chase Brown.
Well, as much as I hate to say this, I really, really hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to go with a soft cut on Genty right now. I mean, if you just think about
I don't think that's ridiculous. I think that actually probably would be the safest play here.
The player himself is a phenomenal player. Genty is a great running back, and he will have a great career. That offense, I don't think, is ready for it yet. I think there's still a little bit of O-line work that they need. They need to build up a good run blocking O-line. I mean, last season, I saw a chart, I think it was halfway through the season, Ashton Genty, it was a chart breaking down where after the ball is handed off, you are seeing contact, and it's a percentage breakdown. So most of these players, like Javonte, you're seeing him. Javonte with the Cowboys last season, I think, was about 78. He's seeing contact as he's getting to the second level, but he's bursting through it at the line. Ashton Genty seeing contact 101%. So that's contact behind the line almost every snap. I mean, that's kind of my base reasoning for why I want to put him at the soft cut right now. I mean, you got Chase Brown, who's going to be such an upside in the pass catching game. I mean, yeah, there's already a lot of weapons in the Bengals offense to catch balls, but I mean, what did you say earlier about Chase Brown, Jake? How many he caught 70 passes last year?
Yeah, he caught 70 passes, and that's without Joe Burrow for a good.
Bro, how many
69,
passes do you think Ashton Genty caught last year?
I mean, he was over 50. I'm pretty positive, right? He had a pretty high.
He's catching 55 with Geno Smith, who's just throwing moonballs to the defense. He's in a situation where the quarterback actually knows how to check down to a wide open running back.
See, I'm
55 receptions,
I'm gonna
346 yards, 5 touchdowns.
I'm going to cut Genty just because, I mean, you look at the other two offenses, the Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati
James Cook, I
Bengals.
think, handled a run.
These
on
are
52% of
both
the
going to be
snaps this
top
season.
5 offenses in the league, or at least should be as far as a point
Yeah.
total go.
I mean, they're more reliable O-line. Well, I mean, the Bengals O line isn't very reliable, but I mean, I would argue probably more reliable than the Raiders. I mean, you got to think about
I think
like
the
how
Bengals O
often.
line has actually quietly kind of become a strength of their team. They've built it up through the draft and they've developed their interior O line to a point where, I mean, I think Burrow, like he got hurt last year, but I don't think that's the O line's fault. I think he's really just that fragile and he's kind of weak. But not to diss Bro, um, but no, I think the
Love.
Raiders realistically could be a bottom five offense once again this year. And I think that's really going to cap Genty's upside. Although obviously the talent the talent's incredible, but you got to start to question like, how many points could we realistically score with this running back on our team? And I'm going to go ahead and bench James Cook. Although I'm kind of scared to do that because if he gets more involved in the passing game this year, I mean, he led the league in rushing last year. He gets really involved in the goal line, but even with him getting involved in the goal line, Josh Allen's also a huge threat to score or to vulture some TDs throughout the year. And he also just didn't catch that many passes out of the backfield, which I'm not really sure why. I feel like he's very much equipped to do so. But I think Chase Brown gives you he's almost.
I actually just remembered something that kind of just pushed James Cook a little bit further down on my list. The Bills finally have a
I'm cutting
receiver
him.
again. Yeah,
I'm cutting
I
James
might
Cook.
actually put him at my cut now that I'm thinking about it. The Bills have a receiver again. They have an
And
actual
they have
wide
Joe
receiver
Brady at
one
head
right
coach
now.
now.
Yeah, that is also true. This is a whole new system that we're going to see this season, and it was Joe Brady that gave what was it? Can we actually fact check this? Because it wasn't the end of the season when I saw that stat, but at one point in the season he had 51 or 52% of the snaps that he was running the football on. I don't know what the end.
I think the Bills
I
are
do
going to
see.
run
So
run more
yeah,
spread this year. That seems like Joe Brady's
probably.
forte.
Yeah,
So I
James
think they're
Cook,
going to be.
he was first in rushing yards and he was sixth in rushing touchdowns. Josh Allen actually had more rushing touchdowns than he did on the year.
And I'm gonna look at something.
That's also
Yeah,
another
but I think
issue.
that's kind of like you're gonna probably bet more on the running back to score, even though it's not like a complete 100% like this makes total sense. But I mean, I do think James Cook is a good enough player to get it done on the ground. But
Oh
but I'll
man.
take the weekly. I'll take the safe floor. Chase Brown can get you. He can get you 60 yards in the running game, and then also add another 30 to 40 yards in the receiving game. This is actually a stat with Chase Brown, though. When Joe Burrow plays over the last 2 seasons, he literally averages like 20 to 21 points a game.
I'm changing all
And if
of
you
my
just include his
answers.
splits with Joe Burrow in the
Changing
lineup
all
over
of
the
my
last
answers.
2
Everything is
seasons,
switching up right now. I'm fucking seeing
if
things
you, if
over
you
here.
just if you just
Wait, what?
include if you look at his splits with Joe Burrow in the lineup the last 2 seasons, he's literally like the running back 3 or running back 4 in fantasy behind only say, Gibbs and Bijan. Like this is literally a top 5 running back just hiding in plain sight and he's going like, not like early to middle second round. Like I feel like he should be like a top 10 player overall in fantasy and you could just get him at a really good value. So if you take Chase Brown in the second round this year, you're going to win your leagues.
Ashton
It's my
GT is promoted from my cut to my start. I just realized.
Yeah, that's
I
where
just
my head was at too.
I just realized all the heavy improvements that they've made on their offensive line. Center Tyler Linderbaum
Mhm.
coming in on a 3-year deal. You also get experienced guard Spencer Buford, and they drafted another interior lineman at Trezun, and I think that this team's going to look a whole lot different running the football now that I just forgot about the whole Tyler Linderbaum move. That was completely missing.
I like
my
Chase
mind.
I
Brown.
forgot
I just
about it.
think
Honestly, like I don't
GT's
pay
gonna be
attention to
better.
anything the Raiders do.
I think GT's just going to be better than Chase Brown this year, and
Pure
it's purely off
talent.
of nothing but speculation.
Pure talent.
I don't really
alone,
have a reason. It's just I feel it.
I think Ashton Jeanty is just the best talented running back on this list, and now that I'm seeing this new O line, I think it's just.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no
he's
one's
blow
going to
up this
disagree
year.
with you there.
And also, huge acquisition, the Raiders signing tight end Zach Ertz. I mean, that's just so much bigger for Ashton Jeanty, dude. Like, I mean, how did we miss
How
this,
old is
guys?
that guy?
He's like in his mid-30s right now, bro. I saw the other day he
Jeez.
did just get cleared from his. What was it? What was that?
35.
At the end of the season last year, yeah, prime mid-30.
There you go.
Fuck, what he was out so much last season with the Commanders, and
Mhm.
something happened at the end of the year, and they were like, "All right, we're done." but he did just
He like
clear.
or something. I don't know. He's
Yeah,
old.
I can't remember,
He's
but he
graduate.
did. He just got cleared by his doctor this past week. I saw that, and then now I'm seeing just now as of the 31st of July, he had signed with the Raiders. I didn't even know that.
Also looking at James Cook, like his football headshot, and I just don't like the way he's smirking at me.
Yeah, I think I know what
That's
you're talking about. Actually, I think I
Yeah,
have
he's
seen
just
that picture.
he's
Too.
got a little smirk.
Yeah, so I think the way I'm going to build mine now, Ash and G&T, if you have the chance to draft him in your, I don't think he's going in the first round this year.
No, he's going in the first round.
Really?
Late
I
first.
haven't been hitting a lot of, I haven't been starting on my drafts yet, so I think that's probably what I'm going to do as soon as we get out of here tonight is just start drafting in random leagues. If anyone wants to join me, let me know.
I will.
But
I'll join you.
I like to join random leagues just around the country on ESPN and then just dominate them. I've like rarely ever lose these. It's so much fucking fun.
We'll say, dude, a mock draft I did the other day. Some guy took Chase Brown at the 103.
Oh wow!
Kid knows ball.
All right,
Kid knows ball, man.
I mean,
I think that's a bit of a reach.
Wow, okay.
it is a
No,
reach.
that
It is
is
a
a little bit.
reach.
That is a reach,
You
but I
have to
mean,
think
like if
about
he's
where
if you get him at the end of the first round, not
Yeah,
bad.
Well, honestly,
you gotta
if
think
you
about
get
where
if you
else he's
get guys
available.
like Jamar Chase and like
It also
Amon-Ra
depends on
St.
how many
Brown, just
people
'cause
are
he's a
in
reception
like
merchant
the
gone,
league
I
too.
don't mind taking Chase Brown in the first round.
I'm,
You know, it's kind of something that you realize
I don't
that
know,
like
dude. If I'm at the 103,
Yeah, I think it also depends on how many people in your
not the
league. Because if it's an
103.
8-man league, draft him in the second round. If it's a 12-man league, honestly, like you could draft him at like the tail
Like
end of
I'd
first.
draft Chase Brown over Christian McCaffrey this year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Christian McCaffrey's due for a big injury, especially with the entire team being injured right now. He's gonna have another season.
The electrical
He's harvesting
substation,
their
man. He
power,
needs
bro.
one more sacrifice.
Nah, dude, he is the electrical substation. He's using it to harness all of their power through all of their injuries, so he can have another healthy
Well,
season.
I mean, that contradicts what you just said, though. That means that he's going to be fantastic this
Right,
year.
you're right. But no, I do think realistically, on a real note, I think it's due for CMC if he went last year with the entire workload of that entire offense on his back almost the entire season. Having to do
What does
that
he
again
have?
this year.
Achilles tendonitis in both
Yes,
legs.
in both
Yeah.
of his Achilles.
It's like-
He came back and had a great season last year. I don't think
Yeah.
that's going to be possible to keep this up for the long term, bro. I mean, Achilles.
I drafted
tendonitis
him
is
2
good.
years ago, and he didn't play till like week 12. But I traded him for Jonathan Taylor straight up, and then won the league.
Fuck you.
I also picked up Chase Brown off of waivers that year.
Jeez. And now
All
we're
right,
talking
so-
about seeing Chase Brown go at the 103. I don't think you could take him there. You just know that he's going to be available later. You have to take.
Not this
Mhm.
year.
Best
You,
of
you'll have
people
to.
that are-
You'll have to next year, obviously, but not this year. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, so I feel like all of us are to like some degree keeping Chase Brown, even if we aren't starting him.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
I feel like
sure.
we've all completely switched our opinion on
Yeah,
Genty
everything
because
has
I mean once we
changed.
realized that
I was
the Raiders
always
actually did
I'm
improve their
still.
O-line,
I'm still
then
gonna.
Genty
I'm
guy.
still gonna cut. I'm still
I just
cutting
forgot
Ashton.
all the acquisitions they've
I
made
don't
on the
like.
O-line.
you're still cutting Ashton.
Like
Huh?
there's no
Oh,
like.
I'm cutting James Cook.
There's no real wrong answer here, right? But I do think James Cook is like. I do think James
More
Cook is-
reliable.
I mean, at least for
I
one
also
more
just
season,
like
I just feel way more comfortable taking him and with like a a late round one pick than I do with Ashton Genty, just because of the Bills. Also, James Cook is like he's a guaranteed like 300 something carries on a really efficient offense if he stays healthy with
I don't know,
potential.
dude. They have the ability to throw the ball a lot more now. I think that
yeah,
people
I'm
aren't-
also just like putting a lot
Bro,
of
DJ
emphasis
Moore-
on Joe
DJ
Brady
Moore is
being the
not
head
in
coach
the
now.
DJ
Bro,
Moore is not
nobody's
in.
respecting DJ Moore, bro. Nobody's giving him
Dude,
the
he's-
respect.
he's
Who,
been
who, who
he's
they
been
just
drafted-
drafted? They just
he's been
drafted
last
what's his
3
face,
years.
Skylar Bell. He was
He's
like
asked-
top 5 in receiving
Yeah.
yards last season in the UConn.
Jake
Now
is
they
just
have
so
more
against
Yeah,
more
they
it.
love
options
Skylar
for
Bell.
to throw to, but
I think that they're going to be a team that's throwing the football a lot more this season. Last season, they ran the ball a lot. They didn't have options to throw to. What? Brandon Cooks was probably their most talented receiver.
Keon Coleman.
No, bro. Keon Coleman is ass. He is hot ass. Thank God Jerry ignored CeeDee Lamb saying, go fucking draft my cousin. Thank God. Because he's
Look,
trash.
everyone and their mom knows though, like the catalyst of the Bills' offense outside of Josh Allen is like very obviously James Cook.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I feel like
yeah,
it's like that
absolutely.
on a bunch of teams too.
However,
Like,
we're going to see the Bills throwing the football more this year. It's not going to be James Cook getting every single snap in
guess
his
what?
hands.
he's going to benefit from that with more targets and more receptions. You
Man,
know,
we also got
You
to think
think,
about
dude?
the Cook family tree and like how quickly that family seems to regress. I mean, Dalvin Cook
Man,
had what,
Dalvin
four
Cook,
That
man.
dude,
four
he had
Dalvin
phenomenal
Cook,
four
man.
phenomenal
Dating back to high
years,
school. He had knee injuries dating back to high school and college. Like,
dude. Oh, bro, fucking if the Cowboys had signed him back in 2020, imagine that. Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott in our backfield instead of what was that last year or 2 years ago? We had Zeke and Dalvin Cook. It was just the
I
stupidest
completely
thing to
forgot
have.
about that, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we had the most washed version of what would have been amazing in 2020.
Wow.
Absolutely. All right. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
think that's
we've.
set.
Yeah,
I'm going with
I think
start
that's that.
JT, bench Brown, and sadly, I'm gonna have to say cut James Cook today. Yeah. If you had
Yeah.
the options between these three at
all
any point in your season,
I'll go for the boomer bust thing. I'll do. Yeah. Start. I'll go the same as you. Start Genty, bench Chase Brown, cut James Cook.
Mhm.
But I could very easily see myself like swapping out like
Chase Brown
Brown
has
and like
more. He has
Genty.
more boom potential though. Like, I don't get it, man. Y'all just hating on the kid.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
man.
like Chase Brown. I
Ashton
just
Jeanty,
like
I like
Ashton
Chase
GT
Brown.
more.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
the
I mean
last year at Boise,
he is
dude.
actually
Ash,
pretty. He is
yeah,
a pretty
because I mean,
good
I had
Ashton
completely
GT
forgot about
Ashton GT had more
the like
yards after
improvements they made to their
contact
O
than
line.
anyone else in all of college had in just normal yardage behind him in the running for rushing yards. in
man.
his
He was
last
playing
season
against
at
straight
Boise,
Jimmy
bro.
Butler, bro.
He's just untackleable, bro. I don't know. I think we're gonna see a real GT if he gets a better blocking O line in front of him. If he's not literally
I
taking
mean, bro,
contact
you don't know.
behind the O
So
line
I
every snap.
drafted Ashton GT last year,
I remember
and
that.
I would watch the games sometimes, and he's just standing in the backfield, like not like the backfield, but like behind the line of scrimmage, just wide open, not a defender within 8 yards of him, and Geno Smith is throwing
I
a
remember
50-yard bomb down the
Yeah.
field.
I remember like halfway through the season, GT is like, "Hey, they're finally letting me do my Mike Myers stance again. Like this is what's been throwing me off the whole year." Like, bro, like
Yeah.
lining up in a
Bro, do you
normal
guys
stance.
remember? I think it was Genty when like he was drafted, and then he went to like go put the hat on, but he was too short for the mirror, so you just saw like a hat get put on, and he just walked away.
Nice, man, nice. That's
Nice. Yeah,
awesome.
he has to do the Michael Myers stance. He has to see what the defense is doing.
Exactly. That's how he can look up and see everything, bro.
Yeah.
That
All
little
right. I
bowling
think
ball.
we've
Man,
kind of
I hope
all
I get
made
to
our
draft him
opinions
this
on
year.
this.
Well, we'll see if you can land
Do we
him
want
in the
to?
league tonight. Let's pull up
Maybe.
some already broken news. Isn't it time?
Let's do it.
I think
Yeah,
It's about time. It's about
Let's
time.
do
for
it.
seems like
news.
about that time.
Yeah, I think it's time for a conversation.
It's time for a conversation.
It is. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and break into already broken news. So, the preseason has officially begun. Last Thursday in the Hall of Fame game, the Panthers beat the Cardinals 33-30 after a last-second rushing touchdown scored by Georgia Tech legend Haynes King. I think that game really had a lot riding on it for him personally. I mean, if you look back at that 2024 November 8 overtime game against Carson Beck and the Georgia Bulldogs, who ended up winning that game in the very end, I think Haynes King really wanted to come out there and make a statement, get his get back on Carson Beck, who
He
did
finally
not
got his
play.
revenge in a preseason game.
Yeah. When the biggest stage that he's had
biggest
yet.
stage.
The biggest stage he's had yet.
Yeah, it mattered to nobody but Haynes King.
Dude, literally. Hey, it mattered to me, man. It mattered to me. I was sitting there at work
mattered
really
to me.
happy for the kid, all right? I mean, I think we could all easily say I don't think anybody here probably watched the entirety of that game. I missed a
No.
big chunk of it. I was at work. I missed a big chunk of it, but also nobody's ever normally watching the Hall of Fame game. We're all excited because football's finally back, but it's also like, these are fucking practice squad players getting a chance to see if they mean anything to the roster. But that being said, Carson Beck and Haynes King both had a great performance. I mean, Beck was making some great plays out there. He looked quick. He looked aware. His awareness was far better than it has looked in some appearances that we've seen. But, I mean, their debuts were solid. I don't really have anything bad to say about either of them. Like I said, I missed a lot of the game. I was at work Thursday night. I tried to watch a lot of it, but, working at a bar, it's kind of hard. Drunk people can get annoying. some guy came up and he's like, why do you care about this, bro? And I was like, this is the first football game of the season. He's like, dude, this is like
Yeah.
a rerun from last year. And I was like, it says Hall of Fame game in the middle of the
Yeah.
fucking field, bro. Like, are you living under a rock, buddy?
I will say, dude, it has to suck for the fifth string running back that scored that game.
Bam
Corey
Knight?
Kiner. No, Bam Knight's the fourth string, bro. Put some
Okay.
respect on
My
Bam
bad,
Knight.
my bad.
But it's got to suck to be behind Algier, James Conner, and Jeremiah Love, and you know you're getting cut. Like regardless of if he scored or not, like there's just no way that you have 5 running backs on a team.
Yeah, man, but you know, some lucky team is gonna watch this game and be like, "Let's get him as our third stringer." You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he could beat out Isaiah Pacheco. I'm positive of it.
Wow.
all right.
Not a ridiculous take.
I really don't think you like Isaiah Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco used to run like he hates the ground, and then he broke his leg. And
He
Bro,
still runs like he hates the
they
ground.
dragged that for so long.
Isaiah
bro. That was like
Pacheco
every
used to
caption,
run like
bro.
he hates seeing my fantasy
Yeah.
team win games.
That's
he
why.
hates seeing
Now it all
parlays.
makes sense.
Kenny Pickett, get ready to learn car dealership, buddy. Played 19 snaps of the Hall of Fame game and then got benched for Haynes King. I wasn't watching the beginning of the game, but it looks like his stat line was running pretty well. 8 of 11 for 62 yards. He ran the first 3 drives of the game before eventually being benched. I mean, Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett was benched for rookie QB, UDFA QB Haynes King in this Hall of Fame game. So, I mean, I think that shows a lot about the Panthers' eyes on Haynes King for the future. Who knows? Maybe
in the words of Chris Collinsworth, Haynes King is not quite Lamar Jackson.
Hey, but what was he? He did something a little Mahomey, didn't he? Didn't he do it? So I heard.
I don't know.
Dude,
Was
he was trying.
Like,
He was trying so hard
He was
not to say
trying.
anything,
dude,
Mahomey.
no, bro. I
thought he was
immediately
about
after
to
the
say it
game
about
saw
Carson
me.
Beck.
I saw
I
me
thought
like
that
right
was
after
what
the
it
game.
was.
This
Mike
has to
Tirico
be
sounded
fucking.
like he
This
was
has to
about
be
to-
fake, bro. This has
Mike
to be.
Tirico sounded like he was about to lose his mind, dude. He was like, "No."
I forgot that Trevor
probably-
Etienne's name is actually pronounced HN.
HN, yeah.
Because he kept saying HN, and I'm like, who are we talking
Dude,
about?
I hate that. I
And
hate
then I
that. That
remembered.
everybody's now fucking getting serious about pronouncing his last name. Dude, I really don't like that. I never knew that, and it's throwing me off way too much. There can't be 2 HNs.
I'm like, yeah, you have the name, we'll pronounce it. All right.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Let us say how it says it, all right? We're just reading here, buddy.
Well, what if Devon Achan comes out and says his name is actually pronounced ETN? Then what do we do?
That'd be actually.
Well, that's
that'd
a
be
much
cool.
better
That'd be
football
cool.
player.
That'd
So
be-
yeah, I'll respect
I'll
it.
take the flip here. I'll take the flip. Fuck, this is gonna piss me off. Is Travis Etienne? He's with the Saints now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
dude,
correct.
that's
Yeah,
He's on a big deal with them, actually.
We are all
so weird
drafting
to think about.
him this year.
I mean, I think he's probably gonna end up taking.
Let's
lot
not
of
get into
snaps away
another
from
debate.
Alvin
We got
Kamara,
other
but-
news to get
yeah,
to.
We got other news. Speaking,
maybe I'm also just not a Travis
Hey,
Achan.
I don't know, man.
That was a joke. That was a
Speaking of
joke.
running backs getting paid big, Jake, what do you got here?
Yeah, I got big news coming out of Detroit. Lions superstar running back Jahmyr Gibbs has signed a 3-year extension that could be worth up to $75.75 million with incentives that includes $51.5 million in guarantees. This deal now makes Jahmyr the highest paid running back in NFL history, as Bijan Robinson's run as the highest paid running back lasts only 3 days. So rest in peace,
Rogers running
Bijan.
with the flag
Love you.
for Bijan's run.
Yeah, I mean, these two are obviously
This
they're
is
they're
playing
very
a sad
obviously the two
violin.
best running backs in the league. They're obviously going to be compared a lot to each other. I think Bijan was taken.
Same draft.
Yeah, it was. I think he was picked 8 that year, and Gibbs was picked 12. So
But mind you, the Lions traded back from 6, and then they came out and said that they were comfortable with taking Gibbs at 6. However, the offer was just too good, and they knew that they were going to be there.
I don't think it was ridiculous for them to trade down in that situation.
absolutely
because
not. I think they
everybody would have
could've
expected Bijan to go number
they got
one.
they got
As
Sam
far as
Laporta
running
from that
backs
trade
go.
too.
I think it was possible to
Yeah.
trade
They
back
got who?
even further.
Oh, Sam Laporta.
I think, yeah. I think it was possible for them to trade back even further. The way that I had it in my mocks, I was trading up in my second round pick for the Cowboys to go after Gibbs at the top of the second round, because that's where he was falling in a lot of the PFF drafts at the time.
It sounds true in theory, but like I think those NFL teams like they just do a really good job of kind of like hiding who they really want.
Mhm.
Like I think it came out and like the Jets even said like they had Brees Hall at the time, and Brees Hall, although maybe he hasn't panned out into like the complete superstar running back we all thought he would be. He's still a very good running back, but I mean even the Jets at the time said that if Gibbs were there at pick 15, that they were going to take him.
That would have been
Um,
terrible.
yeah, maybe for one of those guys.
Amber, you
would've
drinking
just-
milk?
One of those guys would have just been irrelevant by now, and it probably would have been Brees Hall. But
Lactose
Yeah.
sensitive, no milk gallon for me.
yeah, it's good to see. It's good to
Ah.
see that running backs they're getting the money they deserve. I mean, these guys are literally I'm not gonna say Gibbs is the whole offense for the Lions because they got so many great playmakers there.
Mhm.
I guess you could say the same for Bijan in Atlanta, although outside of Drake London, I'm not even gonna give Kyle Pitts his flowers. He's just not that good. But
He's not. He's not that
outside of
good.
The
Bijan and
101 that you're disrespecting.
say what now?
Never mind.
I
mean, yeah,
heard
these
anything
guys,
since Kyle
they're-
Pitts is not that good. I
Anyways, speaking of the
about
Jets,
to end this fucking show forever right now. about to fucking.
Uh-oh.
Ugh. That
Quinnen
Struck a
Williams has
nerve
signed
there.
We're gonna debate
a
again next week.
Quinnen Williams has signed a 3-year extension worth up to $105.9 million, with $101 million in total guarantees and $63.5 million due at signing. This makes Williams the second highest paid defensive tackle in the league behind Jalen Carter, while also freeing up around $35 million in cap space for the Cowboys over the next 2 years.
Let's go ahead and give a big round of applause to the Jones family on this one. This is a great fucking move. This is phenomenal, dude. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, sure, 101 guaranteed, but 63 of that is upfront. That's huge. That's going to open up the rest of this contract to really not be that big of a deal when you're trying to, sign and retain your other players. And if you really look at it, had we re-signed Micah Parsons last year, we're looking at far more than just 100 million in guarantees. We're looking at least 150 in guarantees. I think the projections at the time was like 174 of the contract that Jerry had for him was in guarantees, and that's just insane. That's so much more than what we're looking at right now. With this trading Micah, every single player that has been acquired through that trade will be basically extended under the umbrella of what we would have paid Micah Parsons. So this is just a great move by the Jones altogether. I mean, round of applause. They're doing great so far. You brought in Rashawn Gary too. You got Kenny Clark for another year or two under contract that he was already on. I'm pretty sure that a lot of that was eaten up in the trade. So we're really like looking great with the D-line's cap space right now. I'm happy. I think it's really working out to be able to pay some guys on the defense and make some big moves to make an actual run here. So good job, Jerry Jones.
I think this year is going to be the
Okay.
year it really solidifies the Cowboys winning that Micah trade.
Yeah, we're gonna show it this year for sure. I think you're gonna see a massive jump. I mean, yeah, first year out of a first time DC, and he's young. It's not gonna be a fairy tale going out there. We're not gonna blow every team out and make a stop every time on defense. I'm sure there's plenty of "this is our year" Cowboys fans out there thinking that, but that's obviously in reality not
All
what's
of
gonna
us.
happen. I'd love it. I'd love it, man. I'm so high every time I hear CP talk, dude. I lose my mind. I'm like, oh my god, dude, this guy. Like, I'm scared to be a fan of another team. Basically, when I listen to him speak.
Let's not abbreviate Christian Parker from now on, please.
Yeah, let's go ahead and not do that.
Let's make a
I
business
had
decision
to-
and not do that.
I had to comment on a video because some like older dude who did not realize what he was doing. All he said was "I like Christian Parker," but abbreviated, and
You
it was
just
like
did it. Was it
real-
you?
I didn't say it like that though.
Yeah.
I said when I hear him talk. I didn't say "I like" and then leave it in a pause after that. All right, that would have been really bad.
All right.
That
all
would
right.
have been. That's
This
just-
conversation
yeah,
has
we're
gotten
gonna
really
ignore
weird.
that.
Let's
That
go
even
ahead and
happened.
move on to the next one.
I think.
Well, do we know if the Cowboys are they going to play their starters at all in the preseason?
No, that's a very famous thing that the Cowboys
I
never
did.
do.
Well, this isn't the Cowboys, but I did see Mendoza was going to be playing in the getting some snaps in the preseason
Alright.
against the Cardinals.
That'll be
Alright.
exciting. Mendoza
Definitely have to
versus
tune in for that one.
Beck. That'll be really cool. Dude.
Part 2.
That'll be-
Oh yeah,
Really cool,
Thanks for
dude.
taking that.
Part two.
We're
Hey,
already
maybe
we're
Beck
already
will
getting
get
a
maybe
daddy
Beck will get
rematch.
his get back for
Yeah,
that game.
right. If they let Beck play the entire game, I mean, I think if the Cardinals kept
Not
him on
gonna
at
lie,
the end
bro.
there,
The idea of get back in a preseason game when you lost,
Yeah.
I think you're forever in debt.
that would not be a revenge game on the biggest stage. This is
Mendoza might have won the battle, but Carson Beck's gonna win the war.
Yeah, right. Hey man,
Yeah.
they both have their entire careers ahead of them to prove that. Who am I kidding?
Absolutely.
Dude, who am I kidding? Hunter, what do you got? Oh
Yeah.
man.
So, last Wednesday, Aaron Donald had a tryout with the Rams. Really, what happened is that Aaron Donald was working out at the Rams facility, and because of how the league rules and guidelines are, they had to list it as a tryout to comply with those rules. That still, though, speculation does continue to grow about a potential return to the NFL for Darnold, teaming up with Myles Garrett. Right now, as far as comeback player of the year odds sit, he's like fourth in like the entire running, and he's not even on a roster yet. Sean McVay did say it was the best tryout that they've ever had.
Probably the
So
best
who
tryout.
knows if who knows if it's possible. I mean, like just the idea of Aaron Donald coming back is enough to keep this interesting.
That might be the
So
best
we'll
tryout
see.
in NFL history.
I wish
bro.
they would just get it over with
Dude,
at this point.
Yeah,
no,
just get it over
is
with.
he
Like
or
he's
is he
just
not?
dragging it.
At this point, bro, there's way too much hype. There's no way he does not come out of retirement. This has been coming on for too long.
Like
We've been
it's
doing this
actually
for
going to
2
be
months,
so
bro.
disappointing if he doesn't sign because it's like really.
At this point,
What
Yeah,
was
but
all
like
this
think
for?
about if he like comes back and he like either just immediately gets injured or like has a terrible season. Like, is that a stain on his legacy?
Congratulations, Aaron Donald. You just came back to get a paycheck. I'd be happy if I'm him.
Yeah, that's true.
And if y'all ever seen the movie Mr. 3000, that's really what that would be like.
Nah, bro.
But,
Aaron Donald is too talented for that. I feel like we're the only people who know. I'm the only person who knows what movie you're talking about.
I have never seen that movie.
Yeah,
It's a Bernie
I
Mac
haven't.
comedy about
pretty
baseball.
funny.
Yeah, Bernie Mac,
Have to
rest in
check it out.
peace.
Rest in peace to the GOAT.
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Yeah, no, dude. At this point, like, there's just no way. You can't build up all this hype. I think Rams fans, even though they're already so blessed with such a great roster, I think even they would still be upset. I mean,
Yeah, I think
this is
Vegas
Aaron
already has
Donald.
Vegas has him like fourth in comeback player of the year odds already. So
Yeah, dude.
They're not getting
That's-
past the Great Wall of
basically-
Tyler, though.
they're
Let's be
basically
real.
just
Yeah,
telling us-
buddy. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. The Great Wall of Tyler. Oh, I love it.
Actually, I saw today that Tyler Guyton and we took a tackle. I forgot his name in like the 4th round of this draft, but they're in a battle for the left tackle position.
I think
or
you're
right tackle
referring.
position.
I heard Schottenheimer talk about this. You're referring to Nate Thomas, who came in for a
Yes,
couple
Nate
games
Thomas.
last
That's who it is,
season.
yeah.
He came in as the Band-Aid in Terrence Steele's position at the right tackle, which I totally think the best course of action here. You kick Terrence Steele to the fucking
for sure.
curb. Get
For
him out of
sure.
there. Bump Guyton to the right side where he belongs. He's going to fit in so much better over there at right tackle. And then you put Nate Thomas in, who was great. He graded out almost perfect through his first start. Yeah, he had, I think, one game he had a couple missed blocks just because he was kind of just not aware of the edge rusher coming around his right side. And he's trying to team up with the guard on the tackle. And, a couple of those were just some miscues, but it's his first couple of NFL games, man. He's a backup. You're going to have a bunch of miscues, but to grade out perfectly in your other games and your first couple starts, I think that we're sitting on a diamond in the rough right there. And I think that if we make the right decisions here, which should be very clearly get rid of Terrence Steele, I don't know how this hasn't been a conversation for the Jones family for a while now. I mean, we're going on 4 years of Terrence Steele terrorizing the Cowboys offense. I mean, if you're afraid of Dak having another one of those season-ending injuries this season, just do what I just said. Yeah, but moving on, though, we have Stephon Diggs signing a 1-year deal. We spoke about this earlier. Jake briefly touched on it. Stephon Diggs has signed a 1-year deal worth up to $12 million with the Washington Commanders. Brandon Ayuk, Stephon Diggs is here. We're good. This is it's over for you. You're not getting signed. You've already ruined your chances with your uh social media escapades. I don't know what to call this. Like it's just we haven't seen this antics, I guess. We haven't seen this level of CTE from a guy who just came off of a knee injury. Like this is a new thing right now, and I'm sure that his brain will be studied long after he's gone for years to come. But I mean, Diggs' stats last year made it to the Super Bowl, of course, but 85 catches, just over 1,000 yards, and 14 or not 14, 4 touchdowns. Sorry, it was 1,013 yards that had me thrown off there. It was only 4 touchdowns last season. I mean, it's just another weapon. You lose Debo. Scary Terry is probably just as old as Diggs. I think they're probably a year or two apart. They're both in their 30s. Your receivers are old. You got Treylon Burks via trade last season or off waivers, I think, mid-season. That's going to be your youngest, like, most promising guy.
Antonio Williams, the promising young rookie.
All right, yeah.
Did you hear Stephon Diggs talk about him? He's like
1-4. He's nice, man.
Yeah, we don't call young players by their name. They got to earn that.
Wow.
Or something like that.
I don't think he called his chef by his name either. With this signing, Trayvon Diggs has been, as we said again earlier, he has been campaigning very hard for the Commanders to give him a contract to come play with his brother. He wants to reunite with Dan Quinn, his former DC, who led him to that 11 interception season back in 2021. What was that, Dan Quinn's first year with Dallas? Yeah, because we had the miserable 2020 year where the defense was so bad. And then just an absolute turnaround with Quinn the next year.
Blake Nolan in the chat asks, where the fuck is Turbo?
Turbo is opening.
Couldn't make it today.
Yeah, Turbo is missing another game due to no injury. He is just he's got other things to take care of. He's opening access right now. They illness. Need him. Yeah, we'll put illness for his report this week. But yeah,
mononucleosis.
That's all I've got on Diggs to the Commanders. You know, maybe we'll see both the Diggs brothers uniting together. I don't think that sounds anything scary anymore. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago that sounds like a threat, but in today's NFL, that's just like, oh, cool, I'm going to throw the ball on you a lot. All right, Trayvon, don't run the other way this time. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about some basketball a little bit before we close it off for the day.
A little bit of WNBA.
Yeah, dude, the W. This is the greatest league in all of sports. I mean, we're just being proven day after day with everything coming out right now. So Inez Freedom Cantor has announced that he intends on declaring for the 2027 WNBA draft. And he's training, too. I just got another clip of him earlier. Dude, this is cracking me up, bro. That's really it's something, and he's gonna get mogged when he gets into this league. He doesn't know how serious it is, bro. I don't think he realizes the beast that he's poking right now. What do you guys think?
The moment.
So.
What did you say, Jake?
Yeah, that's true.
I missed that.
He played against Jimmy Butler, so
Yeah. Probably.
Hey, I'm just waiting until the moment that he has to guard Aja Wilson, and Aja Wilson puts up 82 points out of respect for her husband.
Aja Adebayo, let's go. She's gonna drill him, bro.
Yeah, good luck to Ennis trying to out rebound Angel Reese.
Yeah, out me bound or rebound. Me bound.
It doesn't matter. He's not out rebounding her.
Yeah, you can't out rebound the me bound go.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark calls ISO. It's all over.
Yeah, when Caitlin Clark
that is really over. When she finally taps into her inner jaw, bro, it's coming soon, bro. She's getting thrown around out there. Tex called on her for no reason. It's coming, bro. She's next thing you know, she's gonna drain a 3, and that Nade Selly is incoming. She's gonna pop it, bite that pin out, and she's gonna throw it in there, and she's gonna say bye. Oh man, my ex-girlfriend Caitlin Clark, she's so great, wonderful basketball player.
What?
But yeah, this is all this being said, this is obviously a publicity stunt. Everything lately that's come out about the WNBA being open to transgender men to women playing in the sport. Obviously, a lot of the players are upset about it because they don't want to compete against men when it's their sport. These are a touchy subject, so we're really not going to break into it too much. But we'll see how this plays out. There are other players now that are coming out, former NBA players saying that they're joining Inez in this run. So we'll see if the WNBA really does either change their rules and make them a bit more strict, or if they keep them loose and let these two very obviously men that are not in any way actually transgender go in and play for this league just because they're saying that they're women just to prove a point to the league. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I think it's interesting. I don't think we've ever really seen this in history.
Yeah,
on an
kind
actual
of
Yeah,
a weird thing to
goofiest
be
situation you
experiencing.
could possibly have in a sports league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is like an episode of South Park in real life right now. This is wild.
Literally, I think this is an episode of South Park.
Yeah. They did do something along these lines years ago with Vice Principal Strong Woman in the weightlifting Olympics or whatever, and she goes up against a man. I can't remember who the guy's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be like an actual power lifter. And he's the whole time he's like wearing a wig and he's just saying that he's a woman. This is that South Park. This is that South Park episode, and we're living in it right now. We'll see. I honestly, I think that this is very 50-50. I think that we're either going to see them change their rules, or we're gonna see former professional male basketball players playing in a women's league in this next year. So tune in next summer, I guess, to see it all pan out.
Realistically, though, like, imagine how insane it would be if a team actually did draft him, though. Because obviously they're not going to, but imagine if they did.
The Lakers drafted a chair, bro.
Yeah. A woman's been drafted.
They drafted a chair, and they tried to draft Scooby-Doo.
Two women were drafted in that draft. One wasn't a woman yet, but two women were drafted in that draft. Yeah, dude, like that. I mean, I just think this is possible. I think this is something we're actually going to see for real.
I'm still taking Juju Watkins before I take Ennis, though.
That's not ridiculous either.
Yeah, let's go ahead
and throw
down our bets right now.
Puka Nacua left practice early today with an apparent injury. It's not believed to be a serious injury. And Myles Garrett also sat out because of swelling in his knee.
Yeah, dude.
Puka's injury came back. It was just groin soreness, but it's also being speculated that he could face some disciplinary suspension for some off-field actions that...
I guess you could say it really came back to bite him.
Yeah.
Can we, dude? Have y'all seen the actual the picture of the bite
yes,
mark?
Dude.
I have. It's crazy.
It's insane.
He was going ham.
What would the suspension even be for that? Like, how big of a game suspension do you think that is?
I think it's just going to be like one or two.
Yeah, dude, max 3. I think it's max 3. He's not facing any actual legal charges, is he?
Nah.
I mean, you got to think Rasheed Rice started a fucking car pileup, and he only got 6 games.
I mean, if I had to guess, though, like, if it's this late into the offseason, the suspension would probably come next season.
Yeah, I would agree.
Good point, yeah.
I think they would probably have to send hold a hearing to come to the result. And that is a whole process, so I agree. I think that might be something that comes to us this next season. That being said, the Cowboys defense has reportedly done very, very well today. I'm seeing reports from Cowboys beat reporters that they just absolutely were dominating. I think is Patrick Wilson, the beat reporter for the Cowboys, had Savon Ravel just clamping Puka while he was out there almost the entire day. They're saying that rookie Caleb Downs is just phenomenal in everything that he does. Any way that they're plugging him in on the defense, he comes out and he makes shit shake. So Cowboys.
It's not very telling. I mean, like, defense. It's kind of oriented towards the defense. Like they're just doing tag offs and stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I did see Revel did have a forced fumble after hit sticking someone. I
Alright.
saw on
Hit
Twitter.
sticking, and just
Yeah.
just touch practices.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't. It might have not been on purpose, but he
Wow.
did. He did have a forced fumble, and then apparently D Winters has also been playing pretty well. He had back-to-back stops.
Before Savon's injury, going into his last year of college, he was projected a top 3 corner going into the
Oh yeah,
draft.
he was a first round projection.
Yeah,
I'm fairly certain.
And that injury dropped him. We were so blessed to land him in the 3rd round. I'm so excited to see what it's like to get a full healthy season out of him with an actual camp, practicing with the team, and it's in this new regime on defense that's looking to be a lot better. And you're getting a guy who is a DB mastermind out of Christian Parker. So this is just, I think it's going to look very great for a lot of these guys that we've acquired. Even last year that we didn't get to see all the hypes out of yet. But just a lot of good news, really. That's all we're seeing so far. Just a lot of good news. Anybody else have anything else they got to add? What
As far as UFC goes, Quillen Salkid actually looked really good.
I watched the interview with Shoddy after the joint practice. He said that the players did conditioning on their own, like they went out and ran 20s by themselves.
All right, after he just yelled at them the other day.
Yeah, without the strength coach being like, "Hey, go run 20s." They just went out there and did it.
That's good.
Nice.
That's really good. Shoddy reamed the team the other day with I mean, he sounded like a 60-year-old sailor with some of those swear words he was throwing at him. And then you just, at the end of it, you just hear Dak Prescott going, yeah! Just loud as hell. Like they're getting reamed by their coach for not being on their game, and then Dak's just fired up to hear them have to go work out. This is bodybuilder Dak Prescott this year, bro. Oh. Now,
I was very confused by the Shoddy hire at first when they made it last year, but as it's aged, I'm like, no, actually, I think that was a really
I'm
good
totally
hire.
okay with it all the way, bro.
yeah.
It's made me happy. At first, I was weird, and then the more I started looking into him, I mean, his history had been rocky, but dude, this guy has been an absolute guy for this team. Everybody they are ride or die for Brian Schottenheimer. Everyone on their roster, and you know, in years past. Sure, we got some good seasons out of Garrett and McCarthy, but we haven't had this relationship. I mean, this is a new level. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
And there's finally someone that can fire. They're a head coach on the Dallas Cowboys sideline that can get fired up. That's not going to just sit there and look like a doofus whenever a terrible call is made. Wow.
Oh my gosh, Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy.
Yeah,
just clapping.
just stone faced on the sideline. McCarthy's just sitting there looking at a freaking McDonald's menu instead of his play sheet.
No, man. Dude, I mean, don't disrespect the. It's not a McDonald's menu. It was a Waffle House.
Waffle House. You're right. It was a Waffle House. That's the meme I was the exact meme I was thinking of. Where he's holding the Waffle House menu in front of his face. Yeah. Well, that.
Do you have any questions from the chat?
That being said, I was gonna say let's move into Stadium Pulse. It's looking like the chat's a bit quiet. We're running a little long today. I don't think we're gonna get anything from the chat ever since the last question of where the fuck is Turbo. Turbo should be back with us next week. We'll get a bunch of good Turbo content from you whenever he returns. We miss him too. We will have him back soon. Miss him so bad. I miss him so bad. Need him back so I don't have to be the high one every episode anymore. It's just like I'm getting anxiety right now.
You don't have
allegedly
to do that.
Someone has to, bro. Someone has to do it, dude. Someone has to do it. Let's go ahead and roll this out, you guys. This is the end of the day for us now. Thank you all so much for coming again. We're a little over 100 total viewers on the TikTok, so that's pretty cool. Thank you guys for being here. Thank y'all so much. Next Tuesday, once again, 6 p.m. Central, every Tuesday. We kick the live off around 5:50 so you can get in your seats, get all comfortable with your popcorn, candy, and drinks, and, watch the epicness of the conversations that we have when it's time to have a conversation. Gentlemen, thank y'all for being here. And once again, everybody, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, like, and subscribe.
Hit the bell notification.
That one too. Noto
All that
bell.
jazz.
Yeah, tell everybody. Scream it on the rooftops. Everyone needs to know. Blitz and Bricks Tuesdays at 6. There you go. That rhymed too. Just flows off the tongue. Blitz and Bricks at 6. Fellas, we will be back, like I said, next week, next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Peace out, guys.
We appreciate it.
Deuces.